Hello everyone, today I'm going to teach you another Indian treat, which is Laddu, very famous in South India. So here is the recipe that I will be teaching you. You will need 1 cup and 1 cup, so 1 cup and 1/2 cup of Laddu besan flour, which I found at my nearby store, Indian store. Then you will have, you can use, it says here that you use chickpea flour, but you can just use this because it contains chickpeas, so all good. That's like less than 1/2 cup of ghee. It says 1/2, I use less than 1/2. This is the ghee, which you will also find at your nearby local Indian store. Then you will need 3/4 cup of sugar. You could use, what is it called? Powdered sugar instead, if you want it less crunchy, but no need. You can also, this is optional because I have a lot of family members who are allergic to almonds and peanuts, so I don't put that in my laddu. But you can put almonds, chopped. You could put peanuts in there at the end. You can also put raisins. I'm not a fan of raisins, so I'm not putting raisins in mine either. You also can fry them. You fry them in a little bit of oil, just a little bit. You fry your little nuts and raisins together. And then you put it in the mix at the end. That is optional. And 1 tablespoon, this makes 1 tablespoon of cardamom. And the deal with cardamom is that it should be in powder, but I found out it was cheaper just to buy it coming in the little, right, like that. That's what I bought. It's cheaper to buy them that way. You just have to crunch, like stomp on them. I use this to get it to be a little more powdery than it was. Better that way. Okay, so I guess we'll begin. Now you will mix your Laddu besan flour, sorry about that, in here. And then 1/2 cup, I'm using less than 1/2 cup of ghee. Make sure all of it's in there though. Some people use butter instead, but ghee is the key to it, so it's really up to you, but I would recommend ghee. Always use when you're doing laddu. Alright, I got enough in there. Just pull it off this small little spoon here. Okay. You mix this well. So you will heat, you will use a skillet, and you will heat on medium-low. Okay? What is that? And you will place your mixture inside there. Some people actually put a little bit of oil beforehand and do that, but I don't do that because frying your food isn't always the best option. Plus this recipe, you need that, so. Pull that off because it's on the spoon for some reason. And let's just pull some spoon onto there. So that we can take away enough out of there. So just mix it in. Kind of like if you're roasting it. So you're roasting your laddu here. Wow. Okay. And you will do that for about 10 to 15 minutes. Laddu can be complicated. So depends on how many times you've made it. You will know it's good. It's getting there, ready to be formed into little balls when it starts smelling very sweet. Now, we will sprinkle some water. Go find some water. Okay, because you need it to be a little bit more moist. So you will just drop in your hand in there and just sprinkle it, just like you were saying. This is a pretty simple recipe, by the way, so not as hard as other laddu recipes. Sprinkle it so it just gets a little bit moist, just like you're saying. Keep looking at over there. Like I said, don't put too much in there, just sprinkle so that it's moist. Because if it's not moist, you're not going to be forming anything at all. starting to smell sweet. So when it starts getting there. Okay. And when you're forming the little ladoos, what you do is that you have to form them while they're warm. Not hot, not cold, warm. See, right in the middle. So make sure that they're warm. I think it just needs a little bit more sprinkly of water. It would not be a smart move to put the like that. It was just, that would be dumb. So just do sprinkling. This recipe will be on my website as well via YouTube, and I recommend you check out my website www.MHMEDIAANDNEWS-ADISPOWEROFTHEMIND because there is more things on there now than there was before. New updates that I put up. Where is my extra spoon? When you stir this all with a wooden spoon, by the way. Love treats from India. They're so delicious, so sweet. But as I said, you can roast in a little bit of oil. It's just like in a saucepan. Use a little bit of oil. You put in your chopped nuts. It could be almonds, peanuts, or both. And you can add your raisins, and you just roast them in there. You just not roast. You fry them. You just fry them just a little bit. And you can add that right at the end when you're adding your cardamom and your sugar. Alright, now we will put in our sugar. There. It really depends on where you go, but the thing, I'm into budgets, so I try to find a good bargain, but Laddu can be a little bit pricey because of the ingredients that it requires. So keep in mind that you might be spending a little bit, tops $30 for all your ingredients together. As I said, I bought the cardamoms for cheaper because I didn't buy them in powder. So if you're into crunching them, and that's all good. The rest of your in there. Sprinkle a bit more water. The sprinkling process is just that you have to know if it looks moist to you or not. It's just a specific way. And this smells so good, actually. How it's looking, how it's just right there, all working together to become delicious. And you just keep sprinkling because you need a moist, you need it moist so you can actually form anything. The smartest thing is just to sprinkle. sprinkle. And for some people it comes out brownish, the color of your laddu, cream color, but originally it comes out some yellowish. And some actually fry it. There's a lot of different ways to make laddu from what I've seen. This is just one that a friend taught me. And it's simple, it's delicious, and it's the same result. So good. Keep on sprinkling a little bit, just enough to make it moist. See how your laddu is starting to look? Because the water, it's incredible how a little bit of water you add on in there and it takes it. Said you form them when they're like warm, not super hot. So because you're on medium low, they're not that hot. Not that hot. So as you're seeing, starting to look like it's supposed to. So you don't need any more water. No more water. You're done with the water. It looks moist enough, they'll form a good little shape. They come into a little bowl like that size. It's just like not that big. I've seen others make them a little bit larger, but I think smaller, more will come out of it. Just seeing how it's doing. All right. Now that your laddu is ready to be formed, you gotta make sure it's not too hot. I've let it cool down, let's say 3 minutes. 3 to 10 minutes, let's say 5 to 10 minutes would be better. But I just want to get this done. Okay, so you just grab a little bit. You see that? You see how little that is? Look at that. There you go. Okay? That's all. I think it should be a little bit bigger though. Like that. It should be about that big. Okay. So this is your laddu right there. Then you go to the next one. I honestly, it never comes out the exact number. So it could be less than 20 or it could be more than 20. It really depends on how big the laddu is as well. And what makes this a little bit strong, like to be stronger, is the nuts and the raisins. So if you think, oh, hers is a little bit more softer, it's because I didn't add the nuts and the raisins. But you know what? I'll show you an example of how it should be, because I'll grab some raisins. That way you'll see how it's a little bit different when there's raisins in there. And my mother likes raisins, so we'll give her those. But just to show you how the difference it is when you add. And I'm not roasting them, but you can just put them like that. It doesn't really matter. You'll see the difference. Let's choose a little pile of laddu that will have raisins. There you go. Okay. Mix that in. Like that. Just squash that in. And you grab your little laddu. See that? And like that. You will see the difference when you see how it's formed. Okay. you're forming your laddu. A little bit more. Not too much though. Now you can see it's a little bit stronger. You see that? So if you want it not to be too soft, add your nuts in your raisins. Let's move that a little bit to over there. And that's when we put the raisins ones over here. I wanted to show you what's the difference of them looking, their look when they have raisins or nuts in there. That'll be a little bit stronger. So we'll just have 2 with raisins. You see, it's a little bit, they form a little bit stronger shape, just because of that. Now, like I said, you can make yours larger or smaller, but you'll get more out of them if you do small. You let them cool down, and then you can enjoy and have as many as you want. You fry them, they will come out a little bit more, less doughy. There you have them, your homemade laddu. So you don't have to be from India to love laddu, but this treat is for everyone. If you are able to make it, if you're not able to make it, just go to your local Indian store, and I saw that they sell a few ready, prepared for you to have. But nothing better than homemade, and I just love laddu. Enjoy!